It's Wednesday, July 23rd.
We're only going to accept the best deal for Canada.
Holding out, Prime Minister Mark Carney says he will only sign a U.S. trade deal if it's in the best interest of Canadians, regardless of the August 1st deadline.
A child lost her life in our town, and I cannot fathom not giving her an eternal resting place.
A community in upstate New York mourns the 9-year-old girl found dead as an early autopsy report says the Montreal child was killed.
Cause mama, I'm coming home.
Tributes pouring in for the godfather of heavy metal, Ozzy Osbourne. The Black Sabbath frontman has died at the age of 76.
You're kidding, right?
Not kidding.
What's it made of, gold?
Good question. What does $1 million buy you nowadays? Well, in Durham region near Toronto, it gets you that. The literal revolving door. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Welcome to your morning, everybody. I'm Lindsey Deluce.
Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I'm Teddy Wilson. Good morning.
I'm Jess Smith. We hope your day is off to a good start.
Yeah.
Busy one.
Ready? Oh, you know what I was looking at? I was looking at the temperatures because I'm going to Canada's Wonderland on Friday.
Oh, you are? Yeah. And how's it looking?
All of the children.
Yeah.
Is toasty.
I feel uncomfortable about it.
Okay.
Because it's going to be like 40.
It's gonna feel,
degrees or
yeah,
something.
you're gonna that humidity's gonna get you.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to go on all the coasters, including the new one, the Alpine one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel
okay.
rattled.
Yeah, you feel rattled?
Well, because,
okay.
you know.
We're going to get you through
She'll
the
be
day
in the
here.
splash zone. Those misting
That's right.
zones. You'll just be hanging out there.
That's right. I'm going to be there.
You're going to be fine. Everything will be fine.
I will. I'm going to be okay.
Yeah. You might get nauseous, though, from some of the rides.
You just gotta get ready or you're gonna get got.
It could happen.
Well, you know what I can't go on anymore? I can't go
What's
on
that?
anything that spins in a circle.
Oh, yeah, the spinny thing.
I
Forget
can't
about
do
it.
any circles.
Oh, yeah.
I never could.
No.
My favorite, I think we talked about it earlier on in the week maybe, but
Yeah.
Mindbuster will be where you'll find me.
Mindbuster's great. No
that
spinnies,
one,
though.
it just like rattles your spirit.
It's awesome.
Like your soul.
It's awesome.
You come off it and you're just like, you're still going, but
That's
it's
right.
like, man, it's one of my favorites.
I know, isn't it good? And Stunt Coaster. I told you about Stunt Coaster. It is
Yeah.
one of the best, so that's where I'm going to be.
We're going to get you all prepped. Don't worry about
Thanks.
it. But before that, let's turn to some of the top news stories we're following for you here this morning. Prime Minister Mark Carney said Canada will only accept the best trade deal with the U.S. despite a fast-approaching August 1st deadline.
A good deal is something that preserves, reinforces, and stabilizes those relationships as much as possible. A good deal is also one that doesn't tie our hands.
Carney was backed by premiers and territorial leaders following yesterday's 2-hour meeting in Huntsville. The talks focused on the state of ongoing talks with the United States, but the Prime Minister offered no assurances that a good deal for Canada will be reached in the next 9 days. U.S. President Donald Trump is threatening to raise tariffs on Canadian goods to 35% starting on August 1st. The premiers will be wrapping their talks today with the focus on public safety and internal trade. Meanwhile, Carney will be in Northwest Territories to talk affordability challenges and the impact of wildfires. So while the clock drains for Canada to reach that August 1st deadline, the U.S. and Japan have struck a trade deal. The agreement includes a 15% tariff on all imported Japanese goods. That's down from the proposed 25% tariffs. Officials briefed on the agreement said the deal also lowers the tariffs on Japanese cars, which account for more than a quarter of all the country's exports to the United States. A vigil was held last night in upstate New York, remembering Melina Fertolin.
And if this is going to be her resting place where he left her, this is going to be her community now. She will be one of us.
An Amber Alert went out when the 9-year-old from Montreal went missing, and many people from the area were hoping she would be found safe. Melina's body was found in a shallow pond on Sunday. Early autopsy results say she was drowned, and her death was a homicide. Melina's father, Luciano Fertoli, is facing charges including second-degree murder. Police are still investigating the case, and they're asking anyone who may have seen the father and daughter on Saturday before Melina's death to come forward. The man accused of the Lapu Lapu festival attack in Vancouver earlier this year is facing more murder charges.
Crown Counsel has done their independent charge assessment process, ultimately concluded that the evidence supports the laying of 3 additional second-degree murder charges.
The British Columbia Prosecution Service has approved 3 more counts of second-degree murder against Kaiji Lo, bringing the total to 11, matching the number of people who died on April 26th. The 30-year-old is accused of intentionally driving an SUV into the crowd. 11 people were killed and dozens of others injured. He remains in custody and is scheduled for a 2-day hearing this week. Well, as we saw at the top, people in Durham region near Toronto are asking, why does it cost almost $1 million to put in a revolving door?
If they're going to spend $1 million on this door, how much are they going to spend on the rest of the renovations in this particular building? Like, there's been extensive renovations over the last several years.
The door in question was installed at the main entrance of the Regional Municipality of Durham headquarters. Regional Councillor Chris Leahy started asking questions because the door wasn't working. Then it came out that the door in question cost more than $900,000. A statement from the region says, in part, we are required to ensure regional facilities are safe and in good working order for staff and visitors. Leahy is asking for an audit, not just for the door, but also for the entire upgrade building project. Well, as you may have heard by now, heavy metal legend Ozzy Osbourne has died at the age of 76. The Osbourne family shared this statement. It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away. He was with family and surrounded by love. Ozzy has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice with Black Sabbath and for his successful solo career. And just weeks ago, Black Sabbath performed their farewell show in Ozzy and the band's hometown of Birmingham. It was his first show with the original band members in 20 years. His cause of death is currently unknown. It was announced back in 2020 he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. So during Black Sabbath's farewell performance, Youngblood covered changes. Youngblood shared this on social media, quote, "I didn't think you would leave so soon. The last time we met, you were so full of life and your laughter filled up the room." He said he'll play Changes every night for the rest of his life. Metallica shared this throwback photo. They said, quote, "It's impossible to put into words what Ozzy Osbourne has meant to Metallica. Hero, icon, pioneer, inspiration, mentor, and most of all, friend are a few that come to mind." Osbourne's bandmates shared separate tributes. Drummer Bill Ward shared this photo and said, "Where will I find you now? In the memories, our unspoken embraces, our missed phone calls? No, you're forever in our hearts." And there's more bad news from another automaker. GM reported its second quarter earnings fell by more than $1 billion US, mostly due to tariffs. The company says it expects the impacts from tariffs to hit harder in the third quarter. This comes on the heels of Stellantis reporting a preliminary loss of $2.7 billion US. Well, you've probably heard of an ice cream float, but what about a floating ice cream dock?
And you're still in love with it. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'll always be in love with it. I don't think I'll ever not love it here.
Buoyant and delicious, New Brunswick's Kingston Creek is home to one of the most unique ice cream parlors. The ice cream dock even has a boat drive-through for customers to pick up their sweets. From drumsticks and popsicles to ice cream sandwiches, the only thing missing is scooped ice cream. But the owner, Victoria Trammell, says she's working to make that happen once the shop's solar powered. And if you don't have a boat, well, they've put boats on the beach for people to use for free.
So sweet.